Please listen closely to this story. A hidden secret will reveal itself by the end. Can you figure it out? The boy Stephen grew up in a happy family, living in a large villa surrounded by grass. A swing swayed in the front yard amidst a sea of bright sunflowers, and in the backyard there was an old well. Life seemed perfect until Stephen turned 5. That was when his father abandoned the family, shattering their happiness. His mother cried endlessly, and Stephen's once cheerful personality turned dark and irritable. One fateful day, Stephen was annoyed by the cries of his baby sister. Overcome with frustration, he pressed a pillow over her face to quiet her. What was meant to be a moment of anger turned into a tragedy. He accidentally killed her. Terrified, Stephen waited for a moment when his grieving mother wasn't watching and threw his sister's body into the backyard's old well. The next day, gathering his courage, Stephen went to check the well. To his shock, the body was gone. No one ever mentioned his sister's disappearance again, and life moved on as if nothing had happened. 5 years later, Stephen was a growing teenager. One day, a heated argument with a friend escalated, and Stephen, in a fit of rage, killed him. Once again, he turned to the well, throwing the body into its depths. The next day, just like before, the body had vanished. Stephen began to believe the well was magical, capable of erasing his mistakes. Emboldened, his temper worsened. 10 years passed, and Stephen, now a young man, found himself entangled with a girlfriend after a drunken mistake left her pregnant. Unable to face the responsibility, he killed her and threw her body into the well. As expected, by the next morning the body had disappeared without a trace. 15 years later, Stephen, consumed by frustration with his cruel boss, killed him in cold blood. The well once again became his solution. True to its pattern, the body vanished, leaving no evidence behind. 20 years after it all began, Stephen's temper turned on his own mother, who had become a burden to him with her incessant drinking. In a cold, unfeeling rage, Stephen killed her and threw her body into the well, confident it would disappear like all the others. But this time, something was different. The next day, the body was still there. He returned on the 3rd day, the 4th day, and every day after that, but the body remained. It began to rot, filling the air with the stench of decay. Had the well's magic vanished? Or had it been something else all along?